from the Instas. Why does it take some people so long to wake up to the cult? Is it because I was born and raised in it? It's like the people outside can see how weird it is, but the people in it can't see it. Now that I'm outside of Mormonism, I can see how weird and all-encompassing it is. Yeah, so it's basically that, right? It's like the fish in the water thing. You get slowly, whoever's the person that enters the cult gets slowly drawn in and indoctrinated and exposed to all the different things. I always say that it takes 6 months to onboard into the U.S. Army or the Children of God religious cult, which I wrote a book about both. And until that 6-month point, you have no idea what you signed up for. And once you know, you've paid some pretty hefty entrance costs to get in. You're not that likely to just turn around and walk away. And then for children, there's a difference, I believe, between the way that adults are indoctrinated and what happens to children when they are growing up in an environment where they are isolated in only one belief system. And the term for that is called mind rape, because it is very, very significant. I think one of the things for children, even who realize, like, I don't want this, I don't want to be here, is that we've been taught since birth to fear the outsiders, because all cults operate very heavily with an us versus them mentality. And one of the reasons that cults and religions find it so convenient to send people door to door, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Children of God, is because then when people reject you, it reinforces that the outside world will not accept you. And I actually describe it in Uncultured as I was as scared to go as I was as scared that I would have to leave as I was that I would have to stay, right? Because as terrible as I know my environment is in the Children of God, I don't know anything about the outside world other than all of the traumatic testimonies, horror stories that I've been told about the outside world. And then finally, I think for a lot of people, like adults who are indoctrinated into one worldview, whether that they grow up in that and then they're like re-indoctrinated as teenagers or young adults, or whether they join it as teenagers or young adults or older adults and are indoctrinated, I think the reason that it is so hard to crack somebody's brainwashing is because we all buy into our own indoctrination. So example, when I'm growing up in the Children of God, there is nothing you can do to make me believe this. And they tried. But when I choose to join the military and it's my decision, I'm the first one at every wacky, irrational thing we're asked to do. I'm the one going, come on, Daniela, you signed up for this, buying into my own indoctrination. And as long as I wanted so badly to believe that the U.S. Army was absolutely a force for good, there was very little people could do to wake me up to crack that brainwashing until it finally cracked. I hope this is helpful.